Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another spectacular, thrilling, emotional, other words that are adjectives episode of the Nonsense Podcast. I happen to be your host. I happen to be FN Bob, the CEO of FN Entertainment, the podcast host, the G of things to be, all the things as it always is. Kelly's in the background pushing buttons because I always have to remember to at least attempt to introduce her every once in a while. Everybody wave hello to Kelly if you can. But either way, how's it going, everybody? How are you? How's your Friday coming? How's your week been? I always ask everybody else how's everything going, but I never ask you how's your week going. Hopefully your week is going better than other people's because it is hot as fuck. It's honestly been one of the hottest weeks known to man. It is gross outside. And I mean, and when I mean it's gross outside, I mean it is fucking bearable. It's been 90 degrees consistently, almost every goddamn day. The humidity, goddamn it, 100% humidity. Not even kind of hot, not even kind of humid. It's just been 100% humid, and it's not fair. It's honestly not fair. Whoever's fucking with the thermostat, stop it. It's not fair. It's gross. Stop. Just like it's not even the thermostat at this point. Like it felt like Jesus just left the oven on and just decided to roast all of us, for like a fucking turkey or some shit. Like why? Like why is it so damn humid? It was chilling. It like held on to cold for a long time. Then it just kept getting warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. And now just all the humidity. Like, fuck you guys. If it ain't humid outside, it's fucking smoky outside because Canada won't get their shit together. Like, I just want to breathe and exist outdoors. I'm not asking for much, I swear. Like, I would just like to breathe, smell the air, taste the air. I know we made the jokes, New York when they first got it, but goddamn, dude, like, it ain't funny no more. And it's not because it's over here. It's just how long can one country burn before we just like, all right, that's it. Let's take it over. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Somebody tap Trudeau on the shoulder and tell him to stop doing blackface for 5 minutes and, get some firefighters or some shit. I don't know what he needs to do, but I know he needs to do more than what the fuck he's doing now. But I digress. How's your week going? Other than the heat, I have no complaints. It's nice to be back on the airways once again. I know it's been 2 weeks before this week that we just took a quick sabbatical. Both of us were sick individually, and then we just scheduling shit and just like everything was just going wrong. And anyway, we needed a 2-week break. We're almost 60 episodes. This would be episode 60 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know because I'm not staring at it right now, but this should be episode 60 at the moment. So it's like, dude, I think we deserve a small break somewhere. Been cranking out episodes consistently. I think we've maybe missed 3-4 days and then 2 weeks. I think our hit or miss quota has been pretty damn good so far. So yeah, we took a small 2-week break. Like I said, I got a little healthier. And he needed a fucking couple days off. But I mean, either way, we took off. We came back. We came back strong. I would at least say so. First 2 episodes pretty good. Next week's 2 episodes are going to be even better, I'm sure. But again, I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be back working and doing the things that people care about, But speaking of working, just a little bit of effing news if you were keeping up and whatnot, and you go to www.fnentertainment.com, you would have known that we got 2 new shirts out for you. 2 brand new shirts out. Well, I won't even say 2 new shirts. Technically, 3 new styles of clothing. We have what I would like to call the made in Chicago kind of logo. So it's just like a play on the Chicago flag, which is really dope. On your shirt, on your hoodie, on a mug, on a pint glass. That pint glass is delicious, by the way. It looks so damn good. In your classic blue and red, also in an all black, which I think is pretty damn dope. Check those out if you don't mind. Just go to www.fnentertainment.com. click on the shop tab, and then just kind of go through the shop tab. It'll take you to our Teespring website because, just how things work. Either way, check out the shop, the effing shop, and check out the new shit. The 2 new shirts, the black and white logo shirt, the blue and red shirt, and then Kelly's I'm Alive Is a Thing shirt, which I think is really dope and it looks really good. So yeah, 3 new items for you to check out and shop for. No excuse to not get those Chicago shirts, by the way. Chef's Kiss, fucking phenomenal. And then one more is in the working. So there'll be a whole new line of fucking effing merch. So get yours today. But yeah, no, I've been working on that shit. So again, as always, trying to game a little bit here and there. Still playing Breath of the Wild. No Power Wash Simulator. Everybody's been asking, you still playing Power Wash Simulator? I've taken a break. I just wanted to work on Breath of the Wild. I have conceded that I will not be finishing Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom before Spider-Man comes out. It ain't happening. So I'm just gonna take my time, slowly go through it, enjoy it, have fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna slowly drag my way through Tears of the Kingdom. Then I'm gonna take a break, play through Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and then get ready for Spider-Man 2. So I'll be all caught up and fresh before that game comes out. In mid-October, if I'm not mistaken. So I got plenty of time. Figured I'd get started around September before, maybe a week or so into September before I start reliving the Spider-Man days, So I got time. I still implore everybody, if you haven't checked out the new Spider-Man game, it looks really cool. I can't wait to play it day one. It's one of my few guaranteed day one purchases on a game. But yeah, no, I'm super looking forward to it. I know I've said it a million times, but Spider-Man is the shit. And again, it's one of those games that hasn't disappointed me yet. Nothing about it has disappointed me, so I'm looking forward to playing it again. Will it disappoint me? I doubt it. Insomniac's done a really good job. Yeah, I have no gripes. I have no gripes whatsoever. I think it's just gonna be another solid fucking game. Is it gonna be world-breaking, brand new shit? Maybe, maybe not. But if it's just more of the same, I'm happy with it. So we shall see in a couple months. How about that? Games I'm also looking forward to. Not much, because nobody's really announced anything in a while. Still waiting on Ever Crisis. They told me summer. I signed up for the fucking beta. Still haven't got a chance to play Ever Crisis. It looks really cool, but nobody wants me to play it. I don't understand why, but I'm still waiting on Ever Crisis. And just kind of twiddling my thumbs until Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is when I know I'll get a little bit more Final Fantasy VII news. So I'm just kind of waiting it out for that. Hopefully there's another dope collector's edition. I don't know what they'll do for collector's edition this time. Last time was Cloud on the new Hardy Daytona. I'm personally thinking they're going to go with the Shara airship as a giant model. Or some form of statue or figurine. I would think something else that would be cool is maybe just some wearable accessories. So some materia, a crystallized materia, Cloud's bangle, something along those lines. I don't think they'll dish out a fucking Buster Sword, but if they did, I'd buy it. I don't care how much it costs, I'm buying it. But I think it's just a nice materia gemstone would be really cool. Or a bangle, or both. A bangle, Cloud's wristband bangle, and then a material that you can pop in and out of it. I think that'd be kind of solid. Other than that, I really don't think anything else other than the airship. But they really haven't shown the airship in any trailers. But I'm pretty sure the airship will be shown because they're going to Junon. So we should get our first glimpse of the airship. Yeah, I don't know what else. Posters, stuff like that. Either way, hopefully the collector's edition is going to be cool. Hopefully they really nail down that release date. I'm hoping they're going to go back to a March release date, and it's as far as I'm willing to wait because they told me winter, and if they go towards March, that's past winter. So I'm just saying, you promised me winter. You type winter this year, by the way. So I don't know. I shouldn't have to wait too much longer. Is all I'm saying. But either way. Hopefully we get some game news in Tokyo Game Show. Really nothing else being announced. They announced a Gex Trilogy remake, which to the 6 fans of Gex and to the video game Donkey fans, yeah, there will be a Gex remix. Why, I don't know, but it's coming. I think we're supposed to get some more news on, but probably during Tokyo Game Show in a couple months, which is like a month or so away. Probably gonna get more Persona news, so looking forward to that. But yeah, no, really, it's gonna be a really dry couple months until Tokyo Game Show. Shout out to Call of Duty dropping a new character pack where they're putting Snoop, 21 Savage, and Nicki Minaj in a game. I guess that's cool. For a game that no one's really playing anymore, I have no enthusiasm for it. It's just like, who gives a shit? Like, Snoop's already been in the game. I don't know why it's a big deal that Snoop's in it. I guess now he's a playable character, so that's kind of cool. Hitbox might be really low because Snoop's pretty fucking skinny, so that might be nice. But yeah, no, I don't really care. Like, COD's kind of shit now, and again, with Xbox fixing the servers for the older games, people are just gonna migrate backwards. Like I said, the new Modern Warfare is dunzos. Yeah, there's really nothing else I'm looking forward to play. Madden looks like shit. The new 2K looks like shit, as always, though. Yeah, and they haven't even said a word about a new COD game, so like, what are we doing here? Like, I guess because they were probably tied up with the whole acquisition by Xbox, so I don't know. There's really nothing going on in gaming news. I know everybody's like, what you gonna play? I'm gonna keep on playing Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna continue to play the game of the year. Now, what would be nice if they announced a Ghost of Tsushima 2 coming up soon, because that would really get a motherfucker to pop. This being Ghost of Tsushima's 3-year anniversary recently. So, yeah, I mean, 3 years is about time to... And they've been kind of like really harping up the fact that it's been 3 years since Ghost came out. So I would think now would be a great time while people are like, hey, I remember that game. That game was really cool. Now's a good time to say something. If you're going to make a new one, now's the time to announce. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. It was one of my favorite fucking games. Really got me back into sword collecting. Thank you to the people who helped me facilitate sword collecting. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to a new Ghost of Tsushima style game. That would be really dope. In other news, Futurama's back, and I'm not impressed yet. I watched the first episode. Really didn't care for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch it. I'm just saying my expectations were very low because I didn't think it was going to be that good in the first place, and they barely met my expectations of a low expectation show. It was just a big memberberry thing. Well, not even memberberry. It was just like, Hulu owns it now. Let's do like 30 fucking streaming jokes. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's not what I signed up for, is all I'm saying. So, I don't know. I just don't have high hopes for it. I really don't care if it's, good or bad. Futurama wasn't my favorite show anyway. I just like some of the characters. But I was also expecting the show to be better than what it was. But again, you check it out. You tell me what you think. Comment below if you actually like the new Futurama show, or the new season of Futurama, I should say. It's not a new show. Like I said, it was a basic bitch first episode. New episodes uploaded every Monday. So maybe by next week I'll have a better take on the show, because they'll have like a, okay, we got past the basic joke. Now here's the show again. So hopefully episode 2 is a bit better. By the way, I don't know if anybody gives a shit, but I have now officially, if I'm not mistaken, reached a year on growing my hair. So this is a year's worth of length, and I just got it done today. And Jesus Christ, having long hair is not normal to me. I've been sweating my ass off, having my hair is past my ears now, which is really weird. I'm not used to it yet. So for all the people who care about lock journeys, there you go. There's your dreadlock update of the day. I mean, it's nice though. I do like having long hair still. I'm not like disappointed that I grew it out. It's just, Jesus Christ, man. I guess I wasn't 100% ready, but it's here. It's a year. It is what it is. Cheers to the hair journey, I guess. Now some ignorant shit. The government had spent a whole day in Congress telling us the aliens are real. And we all collectively told them we don't give a shit. Because bills are high, rent's high, the property in general is high, gas is high, food's high. I don't give a fuck about space aliens. I don't think they're catching this drift. Joseph, fix the fucking economy. And then maybe if I have nothing else better to do, I'll worry about fucking aliens. But right now I'm worried about, I don't know, buying groceries, making sure rent's paid, making sure my car note's paid, making sure, the shit that I have here is paid for. I don't give a fuck about your aliens. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. No one gives a fuck about aliens right now. The economy is in shambles. There's a war going on in Ukraine. It's damn near feeling like it's going to be a civil war in America. No one gives a shit about the fucking aliens right now. Go do something about your son smoking crack and, well, I guess you're not going to do shit because it's pretty obvious that Joe Biden's taking payments from his son. But we won't discuss politics on a Happy Friday episode. But yeah, that's been an entire mess. For those of you who didn't get, also, because I feel like I have to always explain this more than it needs to be explained, and I don't like explaining it. This show is a comedy show. I tell jokes. I say ridiculous shit because it's funny. That last episode, if you guys watched the previous episode where we talked about the writer strike, I'm saying shit to be funny and silly and ridiculous. Do I still give a shit about SAG-AFTRA and the writer strike? No, I still don't give a shit. Would I purposely go and scab? Probably not. If somebody offered me a shit ton of money to go do something right now, would I do it? Probably, because I'm broke. But at the end of the day, I am just goofing on everybody. Yeah, it sucks that you guys don't get paid what you feel like you should be paid. If you feel like that, that's what it is, yes, strike. But do I also have to give a rat's ass? No, I really don't give a fuck. That's all. At the end of the day, I personally just still don't give a shit. But will I purposely go out of my way to scab actors' jobs? No, I'm not a complete douchebag. But if somebody just happened to email, fmbobshow@gmail.com and, they just happen to have like a fucking $1 million contract they wanted me to sign, I probably would sign that $1 million contract. So I'm saying, but like I said, I'm only happy about the writer's strike because I don't have to watch The Rock ruin another fucking movie for a little bit. It's kind of nice. Just a break from Dwayne Johnson. It's been nice. Thank you for the writer's strike. Because I don't have to see Dwayne Johnson. It's been a wonderful few weeks. But yeah, I feel like I have to make that public announcement every once in a while. This is a silly, ridiculous podcast show where we tell jokes and make fun of people. And no, not everything I say that comes out of my mouth is 100% serious. It's a joke. I'm a fucking living troll. I just like to fuck with people. Stop taking shit so damn seriously. It's not even that big of a damn deal. Who gives a shit about the actors that much? Jesus Christ, man. I just want to make some money and do some fun shit. So yeah, for the few people who are really up my ass about that, calm the fuck down. I'm goofing. It's a goof. This whole show is a goof. People really don't understand just me goofing a lot. Like I'm a nice guy. I'm like Reggie Miller. I'm a really nice guy. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm a really nice guy. Oh man, jeez, my eyes are killing me today. Maybe it's because of all that fucking Canadian dust in my eye. Because Canada just can't put out a goddamn fire, man. Why has half of the world been burning recently? I just caught that. Like, fucking Canada's been burning consistently. Australia was burning consistently for a while. California shouldn't exist. Just burn it all and be done with it. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, Joe Dirt. What else has been going on? Trump's been indicted again. Don't give a shit. I'm getting a new Apple Watch, a Samsung Watch. Samsung has announced their new line of devices, their new Z Folds and whatnot, their new watches and tablets. By God, they all look super dope. I'm definitely going to be purchasing that watch. Maybe I'll do like a little mini unboxing video or something like that. That might be kind of cool. I've been skinless or watchless for a while, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna try my damnedest to get that watch. It's just expensive, $420 for the classic, because I like the little spinny bezel, and I'm glad they brought that back. Samsung, thank you for bringing back the spinny bezel. It's really nice. But no, they brought that back. It's in a 47 millimeter size, so it's nice and big for my fat ass wrist. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to getting that. Hopefully, I can afford it by then. Pay a few extra bills, save up some change, and hopefully find my old watch, because apparently they're still doing trade-ins on the old watches. So hot damn. Hopefully I can find that some bitch and trade that bitch in. Yeah, no, that's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, man. Gaming, your gaming news, your quick hits on politics and whatnot. And as always, I'd like to not wrap up the episode. I still got a few minutes left, but I would always like to ask, what are you doing this coming weekend? It's going to be cooler than it was during the week, so we can all get outside and do something. 2 nice days here in sweet home Chicago. Sunny-ish days, cloudy on Saturday. But it's going to be 2 nice days, so I say get outside and do something fun. I will not be getting out and doing much fun this weekend because I'm going to be busy this weekend. More podcast recording, more show prep, more behind-the-scenes work around rigmarole. Kelly's got an event this weekend, so hopefully, I don't know if we can announce it beforehand, but you should be following RK9 Training any damn way, and you'll find out about all the stuff she's doing. But yeah, I'll be busy all of this fucking weekend, but I will have time, hopefully, to play Tears of the Kingdom. That's all I really care about playing right now. Like I said, I've gotten back in emulation. I'm still trying to work around a good way to do that, but I'm really trying my damnedest not to spend money on that Asus ROG. But with all the new updates and firmware updates, it seems like it's a better and better device by the day. But that $700 price tag is keeping me from paying for it. That's fucking ridiculous. But maybe. There's not really much coming up. Was there a Taste of Chicago this year? And for my Chicagoan fans, does anybody know? I feel like the city downtown's been blocked off consistently, but I've heard nobody talk about the Taste of Chicago. And am I not mistaken? Is this August? No, it's still July. Jesus Christ. So that still might be time. But I feel like the Taste of Chicago is a July thing. I gotta look that shit up real quick. Was there a Taste of Chicago this year? Oh shit! I ain't gonna look me research Taste of Chicago 2023. What the fuck? They moved the Taste to September 8th? Why so late? That's a summer event. Okay, I guess. Guess we didn't miss out on that. And it seems like that used to be a trend. It was the Taste, Lollapalooza, and then the Air Show. That was like the 3 major events in Chicago. Why is it all the way in September? That's post start of school. Ugh. And start of school is going to be in August this year, too. What the fuck is going on? So they brought that dumbass NASCAR shit here, and everything's out of fucking whack now. Was there a Lollapalooza yet? I feel like Lollapalooza at least happened. Let's see. Lollapalooza Chicago 2023, August 3rd through 6th. What the fuck? That hasn't even happened yet. Damn. Who's playing? I gotta see while I got it in my hands. Headliners. Billie Eilish, Carl G, Kendrick Lamar, the 1975 Aduza, Tomorrow X Together, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Linda Del Rey. There's nobody I really care about that much. Wow. Yeah, there's nobody. 30 Seconds to Mars is kind of cool. They were kind of cool for 6 months. Yeah, no, there's nobody. Pusha T. All right, Pusha T. And again, I'm just focused on the non-headliners. Yeah, there's Lil Yachty. All right, Lil Yachty. Afrojack. I feel like I should know that name. Yeah, I don't know any of you people. Who are you people? I don't know. I mean, obviously, everybody knows Kendrick, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Billie Eilish. They got some decent headliners, but no, nothing I would go to. Yeah, that sucks. Ew. Everything's all out of whack. All because of fucking NASCAR. I dislike it. I dislike it entirely. Oh, well, that's your summer updates for the city of Chicago. Hopefully you guys have some cool festivals that you're going to around the world in whatever city you're in. Because not all of you guys are from Chicago, obviously. Shout out to the Belgians. Heard we have Belgian listeners now. What the fuck is going on? We missed a worldwide in this bitch. Shout out to the Australians. Shout out to the Russians who do listen. You know what? In between, shootouts and whatnot with the Ukrainians. Like, hot damn, man, you still find time for nonsense in the middle of a war? That's pretty dope. I'm being silly. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the jokey jokes. I know everybody's in the middle of the war. There's some regular ass citizens. Jesus Christ, man. I feel bad that I have to explain jokes. Like, should put up another disclaimer. These are jokes. I tell funny stories or silly stories or ridiculous stories. Jesus, man. But yeah, no, that's pretty much all that's going on. Like I said, we'll be busy all this weekend, but I will find time to record some new episodes so you guys have new fucking content as always. But again, I always tell everybody the same thing. All you got to do is go to www.fnentertainment.com to get kept up on everything. We try and update the website as much as possible. Effin Shop to get new merchandise, which is going to look super cool. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, great ways to keep up with what's going on with the show. Link trees below. YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker, Cashbox, fucking iHeartRadio. Shit, we're back on Amazon. Shout out to Amazon listeners. You complained after we got temporarily banned or some shit. I don't know what happened, but we got temporarily banned. You complained, and now we're back on Amazon. Hot damn. Shit. Like I said, Nonsense Podcast is available everywhere. By the way, fixed all the minor issues with the older episodes. Now, all the old episodes should be easier search now. All you have to do is just go to YouTube and type in the Nonsense Podcast. Or type in Effin Entertainment. Same thing with Spotify and everything else, but you'll find it's easier just by saying nonsense. But yeah, go check out some of the older episodes if you missed out. If you missed out and you just found us now, the old episodes are still funny. Just because this is a 3-time-a-week podcast, don't mean that those old episodes ain't as funny as what's coming out right now. And hence why we also have the Throwback Friday episodes. Throwback Fridays, if you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, you understand. Where we just somehow just cut in some old Bob shit and we just go whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then just all of a sudden old Bob starts running his mouth, talking some shit because old Bob was really ridiculous. Or young Bob. Would you consider it old Bob? It's the old Bob, but Bob was younger. I happen to be effing Bob. I'm talking in the third person. But either way, Bob was kind of a loose cannon back in the day. So yeah. We'll cut his Mo Bob. I don't know what's gonna happen because now we're just kind of randomly cutting shit in because fuck it, why not? But yeah, enjoy some old Bob, buy you some merch, support the show, so we can do more stuff. I gotta make an effing around town too because that's gonna be a really cool series once we get that going too. So either way, support us, support Kelly. By the way, dog trainer galore or extraordinaire, I should say. RK9trading.com, links below. Henny, who is not here, obviously. Check him out on Kick and Twitch. Support that man. He's got YouTube videos now. He has a link tree. There's no excuse not to be able to find him. I'm going to go get caught up pretty soon my damn self. But yeah, shout out to the other effing crew members. Shout out to viewers like you for keeping us relevant, even though we go away for 2 weeks and then you just come right back like ain't shit happened. Thank you. Like I said, shout out to everyone in the States who's listening. Shout out to everybody worldwide who's listening. And like I always tell you, tell 5 friends to tell 5 friends. The only way we blow up is if you let people blow us up. Just let them know. I try and advertise, but I mean, who am I advertising to? You know, you. So yeah, just tell everybody about the show. The show's funny on occasions, and it gets real sometimes, but it's mostly funny. It's supposed to be silly. Either way, I'll catch you guys on Monday. You guys have a great weekend. Do something fun. Get outdoors, man. Vitamin D is good for your face and skin. Yeah, do all of those things and have a nice fucking day outside. Even though it's Friday and you're probably working and it's hot because it's going to be hot. I apologize. Either way, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye. See ya. Toodaloo. Whatever. Fuck out of my house. Jesus Christ. I told you so. Told you so on what, Bob? What do you mean? You tell us a lot of things. Well, I'm going to tell you what one more again. I done told y'all that digital-based gaming was going to be a problem. I smelled it on the horizon. I knew it was going to be an issue. And I'm going to tell you why it's an issue, fairly simplistically. And how did I catch it? So let's take a trip down memory lane. First things first, people always ask me, hey, Mr. Bob, how come you have so many games? When did you start collecting? What got you into collecting? And it's a very simple thing. I started collecting for the simple fact GameStop wouldn't give me any money. Like everybody who's a millennial or of my age group, you've gone to GameStop, you've traded your games in, you've bought new games. It was a nice, fair deal for a little bit. And then they got greedy. They were not giving me money for damn near brand new games. I had games that were sealed, and they were just like, go fuck yourself. At one point, they actually wanted me to pay them to take a game off my hands. Literally asking me, hey, I'm going in to trade a game. I went in to trade Grand Theft Auto 3, and they were like, hey, you're going to have to pay us $1 to take it. It doesn't even make sense. They were like, yeah, this has a negative $1 value. And I just looked at them. I was like, the game works. I'm not paying you to take something from me. That doesn't make sense. So from that moment, I stopped trading in games. I was done with the concept. So that's how I amassed mini games. Part 2 of things that people ask me a lot when it comes to gaming, and why I hate the digital gaming is like, what do you have against digital gaming? Fairly simple. I'm going to take you back to, let's say, high school. Remember the PlayStation? The PlayStation Portable specifically. I had one of those. I'm sure you guys had one of those. Super dope gaming console. To be able to play your game, PlayStation level games on the go. Being able to listen to music on the go. A fucking MP3 player, a movie player, and a gaming console. All in the palm of your hand. It's the most beautiful thing on the planet. And PlayStation was killing it. Yeah, Game Boy existed. Don't get me wrong, I love my Game Boy. The DS was cool. But it wasn't the fucking PSP. The PSP was just perfect. But here's where things went wrong. The PSP came out and whenever the fuck it came out. Then eventually they went through some changes because the original PSP was fat, bulky, and uncomfortable. So they slimmed it down like PlayStation does a lot. And they came out with the PSP 2000. Slimmer, sleeker, colorful, nice. That's when I hopped in. I was like, yeah, this is the version I want. I think I got the special Jack and Dexter bundle, if I'm not mistaken. It was so marvelous and pretty. It was a pure, I want to say it was like a sparkling silver color. Either way it goes. It was super dope. I love that PSP. It was my favorite thing in the world. But eventually, like all things, you want to upgrade. They came out with the PSP 3000, which was even sleeker, smoother, and with more colors and decorations, and they had God of War models and all of that shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought that one too. I bought all the PSPs. Whenever I think I went through like 5 or 6 PSPs because I wanted all the colors and all the different models, and yes, I did break a bunch of them. But that's neither here nor there. Not saying it was a bad quality product. But then they came out with this shit. They came out with the fucking PSP Go. Now, what's different about the PSP Go, you might ask? Well, very simple. The PSP 2000 and 3000, was a handheld device that took these tiny little discs that they called UMDs. They were like cartridges / discs. You pop them in the back, and that's how you play your games and your movies. You could also get a memory card, toss it in that bitch, and download digital games. And they said, what if we just got rid of the disc and made it all digital? Then they gave you this shit. No way to play physical games anymore. But they gave you this nice little feature. Why does this matter? I don't know. But it looked cool to me, so I bought it. And then I learned a valuable lesson. That when you switch to all digital media, your physical media is now fucking useless. So a handful of the games that I owned, I had to repurchase for no fucking reason. On top of the fact that GameStop wouldn't barely give me any fucking money for it. So now I'm stuck with physical copies of games that I can't put into this new digital media. And I'm now just without a way to play my games because I was easily able to trade the PSP away to get it. but just couldn't do anything about the games. So, I ended up rebuying a lot of games and then learning very quickly, hey, Goofy, not all your games are available on the PSP Go. They didn't translate every game into a digital format. So, games like Crisis Core, and like two others I can't remember off the top of my head were no longer available to me. I was just asked out for no fucking reason. So I learned very quickly that digital media was not going to be a thing. Now, you might be asking at this point, well, why are you telling us all of these things? You've been pretty much on the side that digital media is not the way to go. We're just not going to listen. Well, I'm going to tell you why you should listen now. Ubisoft has now proved my fucking point. Ubisoft, however you want to fucking call it, the Assassin's Creed fucking company, has just now announced that their older titles will no longer be supported. And with that support goes DLC and a handful of games that will just not work anymore. And that one of the bigger games is Assassin's Creed Liberation. You will no longer be able to play that fucking game anymore, even though you purchased it, even though you thought you had access to it. You thought the thing you paid money for was yours. Well, get fucked. Not anymore. And what makes matters worse, it was just on sale. So they dropped the price, hooked the line and sinkered you, and now guess what? Get fucked. It's not going to work. And they're not giving out refunds either. Sucks for you. You got to go rebuy it elsewhere. Handful of games, all their DLC, no longer available to you. I hate to say I told you so. Why trust digital media? Because you have to remember, and it's very obvious, that you need internet connection to utilize digital media. You can't download it without taking it from somewhere. I.e. a server or the fucking internet. And even after you download it, and you can't tell me this isn't true, try downloading the game and disconnecting from the internet. You can't fucking play because it needs to verify that your account is the one accessing this game. So very simply, they can just keep you from using any of your digital shit. Let's say something, I don't know, just something random happens where lightning strikes or, a power surge. Your hard drive gets corrupted. So much for downloading any more of that shit that you had. Whereas people like me, the glorious smart few who have purchased physical media, will always have access to their fucking games. The game is physical. Yes, it might have to download to a hard drive, which I still believe is stupid, but I get it because it moves faster and processes quicker. But the simple fact that I still have the physical, tangible thing, and I can play it with or without internet connection. Yeah, I might miss out on some of the patches, but the fucking game is still mine. Then they wonder why. And I want to say this right off the rip. You think Ubisoft's going to be the only one that doesn't do this shit? You don't think EA's not going to get their hands on it? BioWare, fucking Xbox, and shit, Xbox damn near already proved the point. Because they were immediately going to lock your fucking dumbass Xbox games to your account. Physical or not. PlayStation literally had an ad campaign on how to trade games with your friends by handing the disc from you to them. Because Xbox wasn't going to allow you to do that. They are gearing up for this shit already. This sounds like some crazy psycho, like fucking, what do you call it, conspiracy theorist talk. But it's very obvious. Because if they can keep you from using old shit consistently, they force you to buy the new shit. Case in point again. I enjoyed playing NBA 2K19. I had a My Career player. I can no longer play My Career with that character anymore. Because they no longer support 2K19. Yes, it's old, but I liked that one. And I played for a fairly long time. And I just wanted to go in and play a game for fun. Because fuck it, why not? My games get played for fun. Sometimes. So now I no longer have access to it. I can't download the character. I can't utilize the character. All the points and money I spent into the game, all fucking gone. They're showing you they can do these things. And you're just not paying attention yet. I'm telling you, this is not going to be the end of it. Now, I will clarify that they have said they're going to find a way to make things work. But this is only after heavy backlash. Like, extreme fucking backlash. Like, people up in arms screaming, saying, defund fucking Ubisoft type shit. Only after all of this are they now retracting and trying to rectify the situation. But if we stayed calm, stayed silent, just went, okay, they would have just ran with it. And every other gaming company after the fact would have done the same thing. This would have not been the end of it. And I'm telling you, this is not going to be the end of it. They're showing you that they can do this with sporting games. They're showing you they can do it with DLC. Shit, I mean, I have to pretty much fucking keep my my PS4, I'm sorry. My PS4 pretty much just safe and secure and make multiple copies of the hard drive because I have one of the only copies of PT left because I was lucky enough to download it and never delete it. I can still play PT, a demo game that is no longer available to anyone because the game is never going to come out. But the fucking demo of the game is fucking incredible. I have a copy of it. Not many people do. Case in point, PS3, when they were telling you they were going to shut the store down, everybody lost their shit because there's a ton of fucking games on the digital aspect that nobody wants to lose. One of the easiest ways to get Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which I own a copy of, and probably one of the few people that continuously own a copy of it because it's so fucking hard to get, because they just for some reason want to get rid of digital media because they can, because they want you to go out and buy new versions or their versions of what they want you to play. By taking away the digital store, they are now forcing you to rebuy shit the way they want you to rebuy shit. Again, case in point, the fucking WiiWare store, Virtual Console, all of these old Game Boy, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo games that you loved so much that Nintendo themselves will never allow you to emulate, you no longer have access to. They had a platform where you could access it and just told you to go fuck yourself in a swift heartbeat and said, yeah, that Virtual Console you liked so much, gone. It's literally the only thing that made the Wii U relevant, and they took it away from us. I'm telling you, stop it with the digital shit. Force them to put games out on physical media so at least you always have access to it. I'm just saying, dude. Now, you guys can comment below. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm just, going above and beyond something that's super simplistic. Whatever, man. But I'm telling you, they have attempted it. People who bought Assassin's Creed Liberation will no longer have access to it. They are specifically telling you, go rebuy it. Now we will give you a refund for it so you are allowed to go buy it. No, you're just going to have to buy it again. Get fucked. I'm just telling you. I'm just stating facts, and I think that's fucked up. I think that's actually just really screwed up. And again, I'm not saying that, woe is, the big corporations or like, oh, shit's so difficult. I get on the technical aspect that servers are hard, expensive to keep up. But if I buy something, I should be able to download it and have it. That should be the end of the conversation. There should be no check-ins with the servers. There should be no, even though I downloaded DLC, it's not technically on my hard drive. It still needs to ping back to a server to make sure that I actually paid and received it. No, absolutely not. You need to be able to physically own the shit you own. This is not a fuck corporate. This is a consumer kind of argument. I purchase something, I want to have that thing I purchased, not access to the thing I kind of purchased that I kind of own. It's just dumb, and I think it's just, pretty much it's just the fact that they're just fucking us. So I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, 15-minute mark. Fuck it, why not? More commercials for me, easy way for me to make money. So enjoy these commercials. I'll be back soon. Yeah. Welcome back to the Nonsense Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed those commercials. I'm gonna pretty much blow through the last half of this, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You guys have had plenty of great content for me, and I truly appreciate you guys supporting your boy as much as you possibly can. But if you want to support me more, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to these videos on YouTube. If you can, go like, follow, share, whatever you can do on the other music or sound-based only platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Spreaker. Share the shit out of everything. Continue to listen to everything. Enjoy the commercials if you can. Please, try not to skip them. I think that's the only way I get paid. I don't know how it works. But whatever, man. Just enjoy the commercials. Keep sharing. Keep trying to blow this shit up. I'm trying to make a big thing out of it. Go get yourself a shirt. The shirts are dope. I love the shirts. I took a break from wearing them because I was wearing them the fuck out. But but honestly, if you don't see me on the show wearing them, I'm wearing them in my day-to-day life. I love my shirts. They're super soft, great quality shirts. Get your Too Legit to Quit, Too Stupid Not to Do It shirts while they are still special edition versions, the special edition misspelling version. Because I will be correcting the spelling. Well, I have corrected the spelling, but it goes up on August 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So get the cup, get the shirt, buy Danny's shirt, buy the jersey. That jersey, as much as I can tell you, because I'm a big boy and I can't fit it, but the jersey is super nice. Pick yourself up a jersey. And just know that more merchandise is coming soon. It is in the works. It is so beautiful. And I'll give you a little hint, a little teaser. We talking newer shirts, hats, scarves, bandanas. I think we have one bandana. One super secret item. I'm working on posters. I might even get an NFT. We're working on an NFT, a nonsense effing Bob NFT. It's going to be super dope. So stay tuned. Support me any way you can. Follow me on Twitch. Check out my streams every once in a while. Follow me on Twitter. All that stuff, man. Enough promo, man. That was 2 minutes of fucking promo. Either way. Follow me on all the stuff. Enjoy the stuff. Either way. Continuing on. This shit has been bugging me. It's been in the news, and I'm trying to figure out why it's news. So, Brittany Griner, a WNBA player, went to play in Russia and got caught with drugs. Drugs are illegal in most places, and you're a foreigner, so you will go to jail. I don't see how that's controversial at all. You went to a place and you brought illegal shit, and you were just like, I'm gonna be fine. No, that's not how that works, lady. Now, what I will say is maybe she's getting unfair treatment, but I don't see any unfair treatment. It seems like you broke a law and they sent you to jail, and now you're trying to pull strings politically wise by asking the president to get you out of jail and all of this other shit. It's stupid. You broke a law. Like, you're going to jail. Serve your time and shut the hell up. Now, I will say I'm not going to sit here and say that Russia's on the up and up when it comes to prisoners and whatnot. I've heard of the gulag. So, yeah, I don't believe that she's going to be treated nicely in prison, but that's what happens when you break the law. I hate to say it that way. But what has been pissing me off is there's two statements along these lines. Now, do I want this lady in jail for carrying a small amount of weed? No, it's stupid. I will sit here and believe it's stupid, but it's not for me to say in a country that I don't belong to, that I'm not a citizen to, that their laws are stupid. That's Russia. Russia can do what the fuck they want. I live here in good old USA. I kind of like how it is over here. Yeah, we have our good and bad, but hey, man, I understand how the game is played. I don't fuck with Russia because I don't know what the fuck they finna do. I don't want to get sent to the gulag over some weed. It's kind of dumb. Stay off the weed, as Stephen A. has said a plethora of times. But here's the things that have pissed me off about it. So, first thing first. This bullshit statement that if it were Tom Brady or LeBron James, we would have fought a war to get him out of there. I wouldn't have. If LeBron went to Russia and brought some weed with him and got caught, it's going to be a hell of an NBA season is all I can say, because it's about time that nigga gets out the way. But in all honesty, I don't think we would have given a shit either way. It's LeBron. You should know better. Follow the laws when you're over there. Don't do illegal shit. Don't forget, fucking, I want to say it was Lonzo Ball. One of the Ball boys went to China, broke a law. And nobody was just like, man, free that boy. It ain't even that serious. They were like, no, you broke the law. You go to jail, stupid. Now, just because Donald Trump got him out doesn't mean I support Trump wasting a political favor to get a kid out of jail. Just no, it was dumb and you shouldn't have done it. But I get why they done it. But I don't feel like it's necessary for the president or any political figure to get someone out of jail when you broke a law. Plain and simple. So this fact that if it were LeBron or Tom Brady, and I love both of those dudes, but if you broke the law, man, sucks for you, man. Stay your ass over there and don't drop the soap. I don't know, man. I don't know how it works in Russian prisons. I know that's how it works here because we live here. So that argument has pissed me off more so than it should have, because it's just really dumb. They're trying to blame that she's, not famous enough, or they're complaining that, well, it's because she's black. It's because she's a woman. It's because she's lesbian that nobody cares. And it's like, no, we don't care because you broke a law And we all know how laws work. Drugs are illegal almost everywhere. Yes, it's legal in most places here in the States, but that's here. That ain't the world. We don't control the world and their rules and their laws. You should have known better. I think if you couldn't stay off of weed for 5 minutes, maybe you shouldn't have gone to fucking Russia in the middle of a fucking Russian war. Did you think of that shit, or were you just too worried about making a few extra bucks? Which leads me to my second bullshit ass statement of this one. That someone said is, well, it's not about race, color, anything. It's about the simple fact that a WNBA player had to go overseas to make money because they're not paid equally here. Hey, goofy bitches, how about check this one out? You want to know why the NBA makes so much fucking money? Because people watch the fucking NBA. No one watches the WNBA. I don't see feminists at the game. I watch WNBA for one simplistic reason. I just want to see if it ever gets interesting. Spoilers, it doesn't. Because it's boring. It's not my fault that your sport is boring. It's just not as fun as the male equivalent. It's almost equal in every way except for entertainment. No one's doing shit. It's fundamental base basketball. No one's dunking. No one's doing any crazy tricks, passes, long shots, threes. None of that shit's happening. No one's getting dunked on. I reiterate, nobody's catching the nuts from getting dunked on. Where's the posterizing posters for the WNBA? It doesn't happen. I implore you to stop this podcast for 2 seconds. Go check out WNBA highlights and watch how bored you are. It's a boring sport that no one supports. They're literally only surviving based on the NBA. The NBA is pretty much paying their salaries. And I'm going to say it like this. Have they made a WNBA 2K game? No. They just tacked you onto the NBA game. There's an NBA League Pass where you can watch all the games and all the sports whenever you want. There's no WNBA equivalent because no one wants to watch it. I remember just a year ago when the Chicago Sky, because I have to remember it for podcast purposes, won the championship through a parade and no one cared. In a sport-heavy city, we didn't give a shit about your shitty-ass sport. No one cares about the WNBA. It's boring. It's not my fault. I have, on many occasions, given advice on what would make the WNBA better. And you guys won't involve the sport to make it entertaining. So I can't help you. Maybe pump up a player or two. We have notable fucking players. Guys like Steph Curry, who has changed the game for all of basketball by making the three-pointer more important than it has ever been. We have guys like Kyrie, James Harden, who are ball dominant and incredibly good with the ball in general, with ball handling. Crossovers, quick layups, quick moves, all of that shit. We have the physical dominant with LeBron, Giannis. Shit, even I toss Jimmy Butler in there with just all-around skill. We have all of these casting characters. We have people who are interesting. Who doesn't know the Kawhi Leonard robotic laugh at this point? Everybody knows that meme at this point. The NBA is interesting on and off the court. The WNBA, I can't even name you 3 players. I had to look up Brittany Griner to make sure I was saying her name right. No one cares about the WNBA. If you want women in the WNBA to be paid more, you have to go to the game. The tickets are cheap, I guarantee you. Matter of fact, not only are the tickets cheap, I'm going to show you how little you give a shit about the WNBA. How many of you, comment below, how many of you knew that just a few weeks ago, the WNBA All-Star Game just happened? Fucking All-Star Game happened. How many of you knew it happened? I bet all of you knew when the Super Bowl was going to happen. I bet everybody knows when the NBA All-Star Weekend is happening. Did anybody watch the WNBA All-Star Weekend? I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm just, for shits and giggles. How much does it cost to go to a WNBA game? WNBA. Let's just take a look. Oh shit, there's games going on right now. They're in season? Shit, wouldn't have guessed. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can find a ticket. WNBA tickets, cheapest Sky tickets. Let's see. SeatGeek, WNBA. Oh, they got their own website. Let's do Ticketmaster. Let's do Ticketmaster. I'm being a hell of a dick right now. All right, let's see. See tickets for today's game. Damn, they're still selling today's game's tickets. Okay, so ticket sales. So I was gonna say, like, that's fucked up if they're still allowing you to buy tickets. All right, I'll buy tomorrow, the next day's tickets. Seats are empty. I'm just curious. Courtside. There's no courtside tickets available. All right, so you guys are at least buying up the courtside tickets. There's a shit ton of tickets. $140 fucking dollars. Anybody going to $140? And that's damn near on the ground. You're not even that far up. Oh, that's sad. That's kind of sad. And it's too expensive for a game I don't give a shit about. At least your ticket prices are up there. Commissioner's Cup. What the fuck is the Commissioner's Cup? Is that a thing? What the hell is the Commissioner's Cup? $19 tickets for way in the back. Reserve seating. And what was that? 200s? So in the 200 sections, $20 tickets. And they are not sold out. And people don't give a shit, dude. No one cares. You're not making any money. Now I'm not saying I'm trying to be an ass. Let's just look up Bulls tickets. Just see what Chicago Bulls tickets run right now. Oh my God. I just put in Bulls and I assumed they were going to put the Chicago Bulls. All right. Chicago Bulls. There we go. Basketball. No events coming up. Sorry. Never mind. I guess I can't look up Bulls tickets, but we all know Bulls tickets are stupid expensive. I can't even get into a fucking hockey game without spending $300 damn dollars because everybody wants to see it. The only tickets I've gotten that were fairly cheap is White Sox tickets, and that's because people really don't give a shit about baseball in general. Baseball is falling the fuck off. But people who do care. And the stadiums are huge, and they're still fairly sold the fuck out. That WNBA stadium was fairly small, and it was not sold out. $20 tickets are still available. So my point being is, if you want to support the team, go watch the game. Go spend your hard-earned money, sit there and watch that shit. Support them financially. And then tell me if you're a better person about it. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm sick of these arguments. That whole, if it was LeBron, we would have went over there and got him. No, we wouldn't have. No one gives a shit. And it's because they're paid less. They're paid less because no one watches this fucking sport. No one spends money. How many of you bitches got fucking WNBA jerseys? Answer me! I want to know. Fans of the sport, fans of sports in general, do you own or have been to a WNBA game or a WNBA jersey? That's all I'm asking. Comment below if you've done it. Comment below if you've just watched the game on TV. Anything. Have you supported the WNBA without bitching? Instead of bitching that they're not getting paid, support them niggas your damn self. I like the Bulls. I buy bullshit. I like Blackhawks. I have so much sock shit. I like the Blackhawks. I own 2 jerseys. If you want them to get paid, then financially support them. Kind of like this podcast and like all your other favorite content creators. They don't say I will say the quiet part out loud. If you want us to do well in our endeavors, financially support us.